Exactly, Richard. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But what if I told you this? What if I told you artists, painters, photographers, jewelers, sculptors, specialty small business owners? What if I told you all the customers you could ever want are online right now waiting to discover you? That's what it's all about. And that's what we've been talking about for the last 15, 20 minutes. It's about understanding how to find your exact customers. It's not about getting suckered into these online platforms that are charging you monthly fees, taking commission from your sales, charging you yearly fees, and giving you platforms that, quite frankly, are pretty pitiful platforms that customers have trouble navigating, and they land on your website and they have trouble figuring out how to even make a purchase. So I see this all the time. I talk to my students all the time about not getting suckered into these online platforms that basically just want to make money off of you. What I teach my students how to do, and again, like I said a few minutes ago, I teach a free masterclass. Right, so I have a free masterclass. I teach a couple of times a week. I'm also teaching this weekend. Well, I'll show you the link to that in a second. But I teach a free masterclass that shows artists, photographers, painters, potters, jewelers, any specialty small brand, even restaurant owners and chiropractors and yoga instructors. I teach them how to grow a fan base and set up a sustainable online business. But like we were talking about earlier, I want to show you the free tools. So you had suggested that I share my screen, and if I can figure out how to do that, let me find these buttons. I'm going to share my screen and show you these tools, for the free tools for online success. So let's share the screen. Okay, right now we're on my website. This is Artist Marketing Blueprint, artistmarketingblueprint.com. This is where you can go to register for my free masterclass. So I might as well show you that now. artistmarketingblueprint.com. Just click the reserve my seat button. Okay, and what happens is you can pick the day and time that works best for you. Like I said, I teach a couple of times a week, and this weekend I am teaching over the weekend. Pick your date and time by clicking there. Give me your time zone, first name, email address, so I can email you the link to the free masterclass that you register for. Okay, so that is that. But now let me show you some of the free tools so that you can have online success. It's absolutely amazing. And let's say, for example, let's say you're a painter. Okay, so let's say you're a painter and you paint in the style of the masters, like Vincent van Gogh and Jackson Pollock and Picasso. So let's go and find, let's say you're painting commissions, you're painting people's pets, but let's go find your customers. All right, so we're using free targeting tools on the internet. And let me highlight my cursor here and show you what we're doing. Okay, so I'm targeting the US. You can target anywhere in the world. Okay, you can combine places. You can do zip code, states. We're targeting men and women. We're targeting fans of the masters. Okay, so I'm going to pick the people that I paint in a style of. Okay, if I was this painter. Now, Richard, we were just talking about how I teach people how to ninja target, layer their targeting in such a way that they get in front of very specific people on the internet. Okay, and I told you that there's a tool that I use that not many people know about, and that tool is it's simply called Must Also Match. Okay, so it's a layering tool. So we have a funnel here that people have to qualify for this, they have to qualify for this, they have to qualify for this. Otherwise, we're not going to put our work in front of them. We want to put our work in front of people who have a high likelihood of making a purchase. All right, so the second category here is we're looking for dog lovers. All right, we paint commissions, we paint people's pets. We're selling $15,000, $20,000 originals. So we want to be in front of people who love their dogs. Okay, if we were doing a specific breed, maybe we're doing greyhounds, we would just target greyhound lovers. Okay, next thing, we want to narrow. We want to make sure we know who we're in front of when we put our work in front of these people. So we're looking for people who are collectors of art. Okay, largest art auction houses in the world, like Christie's and Sotheby's, the largest art festivals in the world, like Art Basel. Okay, so we're going to make sure we're in front of people that are known to go to these places to collect high-end art. Now, take a look at this. 2,200,000 people in the US alone for this very specific niche. This is how you get in front of your exact customers. All right, it's not like going to an art festival where you're in front of thousands of people who are interested in your work, but they don't purchase. So you have thousands of people, only dozens buy. When we market online, we market to the group of people who are already showing us through interest targeting, through behavior on the internet, that they're going to probably purchase our work if we're doing this right. So let's say we're a photographer. Let's say you're a wildlife photographer and you specialize in shooting buffalo, not with a gun, but with a camera. All right. So Buffalo National Parks. Are you tracking with me, Richard? All right. Listen. So let's go find your customers. All right. So we need fans of wildlife photography, right? All right. So we're going to make sure we're fans of wildlife photography, very specific categories here. I was not haphazard when I picked these interests here because it tells me something about these people when you pick the right interest and then you layer the categories. Okay, must also match. I want to make sure these people collect art, all right, because these are fine. This is fine art photography. All right, so Art Basel, the Christie's and Sotheby's art auction houses. I want to put interest here that show me that these people have a history of collecting art. Must also match. We need the subject matter. So it's bison, buffalo, national parks, okay? Now, look at this. Audience size, 1 million people in the US alone for this very targeted audience. All right, now let's say you're a jeweler. Okay, this works for any specialty small business brand. Okay, you could be a yoga instructor, you could be a restaurant owner, but let's say you're a jeweler and you specialize in a bohemian style jewelry. Let's find your customers. So we're going to target women. Okay, we'll do the US this time. Women in the US, okay, and we're going to start with high-end jewelry brands. All right, so these are some nice high-end jewelry brands, but we want to narrow this audience. They must also match a bohemian style. Okay, very important that we narrow, we layer, we ninja target. Also, we want to make sure these women are interested in shopping in fashion and they're also online shoppers. And now we want to really narrow it down to they also have to be interested in handmade jewelry. Look at its audience size, 2,800,000 people. Actually, women, 2,800,000 women. Can you imagine if you were at an event, you're at an art festival? Think about this, Richard. You're at an art festival, you're a jeweler. This is a style, right? What if you could filter the audience at the gate, at the front door, filter the audience coming to this gallery event or this art festival, and only these women come by your booth? Imagine the power behind that. That's what we do on the internet when you market the right way. And I teach you how to blow up your audience. That's what my masterclass is all about. So you don't want to go to the internet, and we'll get to your next topic, Richard, in a second here, but you don't want to go to the internet and find yourself searching for places to sell your art online. And you're going to get sucked into all of these platforms that want to take money from you. They want you to upload your work to the platform, pay them a commission, pay them a monthly fee, a yearly fee, and you never end up selling your work because the platform isn't designed to turn just the average visitor into a purchaser. All right. Purchasing your work online is all about understanding how to get in front of the exact right audience. When you do that and you bring these people to your website, a website that you own, you're not paying someone commission, a website that is yours, and a website that doesn't cost a lot of money. You can have websites now for such a small amount of money that it's ridiculous to pay someone else a commission to be on their platform that doesn't turn visitors into customers. The other thing I teach my students is you don't even need a website. All right, you don't need a website. You can sell without a website, and I teach you how to do that. And that's what my free masterclass is all about. And let me just show you that one more time. You can go to artistmarketingblueprint.com, click to register for the next free masterclass. Now, Richard, I know you want to get into how do we turn fans into our best sales force? Okay, so how do we turn fans into our best sales force? I'm going to take a sip of coffee. I'm going to stop sharing, and let's get into that next.